Hello, English 349. Sorry I couldn't be with you today. Right now I'm on the road headed to South Bend, Indiana for a wedding. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for having a good class, if this is the last time I see you, and have a Merry Christmas. So anyway, my project is going to be on cloud computing. Basically, that is, in layman terms, offloading all the processing power and storage, etc., to a server that's somewhere not on your desktop. Right now you can get that with cloud storage with like Dropbox or something similar to that, where basically the content is on the web and accessible from anywhere. So the future of cloud computing, which is what this paper is going to be about, is where technology is going and how the offloading of computing is going to be on the web. And you're basically just going to pay a monthly service to have a supercomputer at your disposal. There's already a trend where cloud computing is kind of like a buzzword. I went to a conference called EDUCAUSE last year, where basically all the head IT people from different universities get together and talk about what they're doing, and I heard cloud computing like 100 times, mostly out of context. People are just using it as a buzzword and they're just like blah blah blah. People who don't know anything about technology are just talking all about it. But basically, it's shifting all of the work done to a pay-for service online, whether it's free or however you're doing it. Even at ISU, like giving you access to storage that you can access from anywhere is technically cloud storage. If you can access it from anywhere, whether it's centralized or decentralized, it doesn't really matter. But the future of cloud computing is actually pushing all of the processing. So a good example of that, let's see, look at my notes. There's a thing called GameTap, where basically you can play high-end video games that you would need to in the past you would have needed a high-end gaming computer rig to play a high-end computer game. You have the Xbox and everything, but as far as PC gaming goes, you needed to buy an expensive video card, a good processor, etc., to play a video game. Well, now you can pay a monthly service, or it's even like a yearly service, where GameTap, you pay like $10 a month, and it loads the game through the web. And I didn't think this would actually work, but it actually works pretty well. You can play a 3D game completely rendered on their end, and they just send you the video and the sound. And it uses a PC over IP protocol, which is really efficient at sending, so the network is not that as heavy as you think it would be when you're transmitting video. So that's one example. Another example, if I already said, is Dropbox. That's cloud storage. Cloud storage. Obviously, it's storing stuff on the web. So anyway, so in this paper, I'm going to go over cloud computing and all the resources it's going to take, how eventually everything is going to go there. Right now, in the area I work, we're trying to consolidate, and eventually it's going to consolidate out of sight. Right now, your files are housed in New York. So we got rid of the students' record database at ISU. Originally was on the IBM mainframe and had like 20 or 30 employees maintaining it. Now we pay a service to someone who's actually based in New York. When actually this Sandy hurricane knocked out one of the main network links and it was down for a while. So that goes to show, one of the downsides of cloud computing, that if the network goes down, your stuff goes down. A few other things are when you do cloud computing, there's a lot of issues with licensing for products. So like iTunes, Apple is notoriously bad for scaling to a business, and so like a licensing per iTunes account or per Adobe Creative Suite or something, that's a per user license, and so that becomes an issue when you're doing cloud computing. Security can be an issue. You use a secure HTTPS or whatever secure. And another issue is who owns the data. These are all the things I'm going to discuss in this. So cloud computing is the future. It's just how is it going to be implied? It's anyone's guess, but that's what I'm going to talk about in this paper. So you guys, thanks for having me. You guys have a good day and have a Merry Christmas.